Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today, I want to share a story that has deeply shaken the followers of one of Turkey's most well-known actors. This is not a simple rumor. It is the voice of a mother who no longer recognizes her own son. The sentence that triggered everything was clear and painful. "My son is no longer the same." With those words, Güldem Yaman, the mother of Can Yaman, began to confess what she had been holding back for months. In the silence of a single night, a phone call was enough for her to admit that her son has changed drastically since he began his relationship with Sarah. For years, Güldem had been a proud mother, celebrating each of her son's achievements. But now her voice trembles, as if a shadow has settled between them. According to her, Kaan's transformation began exactly when he became involved with Sarah, and ignoring it is no longer possible. With Demet, he was respectful, attentive, honest. I felt at peace, but now he seems like someone else. These are not words of nostalgia, but a description of a tense and painful present. For the first time, Güldem spoke openly. "My son no longer listens to anyone. He has become harsh, irritable. He used to be cheerful and calm. Now he seems angry at everything." And she added an even harsher accusation. "That woman manipulates my son. She is pulling him away from us." Sources close to the family confirm that the atmosphere at home has completely changed. What once was calm has become worry and silence. The parents have tried to talk to Can several times, but he remains distant, as if nothing can reach him. According to several testimonies, Can has barely seen his family in recent months. A close friend even said, "Can doesn't distance himself from Sarah. On the contrary, now he is hostile to everyone else. He seems to despise everything." Accusations that Sarah is weakening the family bonds are repeated constantly. People close to the couple say she influences many of Kaan's decisions and blocks any family intervention. Güldem painfully remembers how her son used to be. "When Demet came home, my son entered like a ray of light. We laughed and talked for hours. Now everything is cold. I hear the door, but I no longer feel it's my son." Even Kaan's father, always calm, reportedly said, "We only want to see him well, but we no longer find in his eyes the peace he used to have." From people close to Sarah come other impressions. A woman who cannot tolerate losing control and who dominates the relationship completely. Some say that between the Yaman family and Sarah, there is a silent conflict, with Kaan caught in the middle of an emotional battle that is consuming him. Then came Güldem's harshest words. "I don't want fame. I want my son back. I want to see again the good young man he once was." A statement that reflects a family's heartbreak, the strain of a relationship, and a struggle that is far from over. And every time I look at what is happening around Demet Özdemir, it becomes clearer to me that her image has been distorted to the point of becoming a false reflection, shaped by people projecting onto her their frustrations, envy, or fantasies. The more I observe this dynamic, the more evident it becomes that Demet is not involved in any real scandal, but trapped in an invented storm fed by gossip, exaggerations, and rumors spread by people who neither understand her path nor care to. It only takes a minor controversy for a wave of unfounded opinions to rise against her, as if there were a need to turn her into an easy target. Yet anyone who has followed her for years knows that Demet has never needed others to defend her. She has always been the one protecting, helping, and stepping forward for others. That combination of strength and sensitivity has often been misunderstood. but deeply valued by those who know her story. What also strikes me is how certain groups insist that someone must defend her, as if she were weak or helpless. And paradoxically, many of these voices are the same ones attacking her without coherence. In reality, some try to use her name to ignite conflicts, even when she is not directly involved. It is unfair to hold her responsible for situations involving two people while only she is publicly exposed. Why does the story always end up blaming Demet while the other side remains nearly invisible? The most hypocritical aspect is that those accusing her of having no values are often the same people acting with the most malice. They spread poison disguised as opinion, invent details, exaggerate rumors, and create narratives that collapse under any analysis. Meanwhile, Demet responds intelligently, with silence, not out of fear, but because she refuses to stoop to the level of those who spread falsehoods. Her dignity, her integrity in the face of attacks is precisely what many cannot stand. Despite all this hostility, Demet continues to move forward. She works harder than ever, expands beyond Turkey, leads major projects, gathers achievements, and maintains an international presence that many avoid acknowledging because it does not fit their drama-based narratives. Those channels and bloggers prefer to invent a new conflict rather than admit that she grows and succeeds. From the outside, I see a woman who has learned to walk through the noise without losing her essence. She knows fame brings applause, but also envy and constant manipulation. And still, she keeps going, head held high, without giving up and without losing her light. To me, this is what defines her the most, her ability to resist without losing who she is. In the end, I believe that Demet Özdemir does not need anyone to protect her. She is the one who, by facing injustice with integrity, reveals the pettiness of those trying to harm her. And that is why, despite lies, criticism, and attacks, she will continue to shine. None of the invented stories can dim the strength, coherence, and dignity with which she carries her life and career. Demet is not the victim of this media chaos. She is the only one who has learned to walk through it without losing her clarity.